Hello, my name is Jack Sides. I'm here to present my presentation about illicitly pressed pills. Um, you might be wondering, what am I talking about? What about illicitly pressed pills? Um, Illicitly pressed pills are not like the ones you get from the doctor. Um, Pills you get from the doctor are normally created by the actual company who invented the pill and the medication and has all the licensing and the patent to sell that medication and sell that medication as it's designed and has the trademark of that medication. So that's all the companies, the pharmaceutical companies, this, that, and the third, whoever can legally make drugs. Um, Illicitly pressed pills are people who make pills um, without any of the legal paperwork or any of the patents or anything, or they might be um, faking another pill or pretending. Hence, it's illegal. Hence, illicitly pressed pills. That's where I get the topic name. So you might be wondering how people do this. How do they make illicitly, and why? Why did they do this? Well, there's two reasons why people illicitly press pills. One is the recreational market, which I will get deeper into, but people are taking it as a recreational drug as they would weed, um, heroin, cocaine. Hello, my name is Jack Sides, and I am here to present to you my project on illicitly pressed pills. You might be wondering what those are. Illicitly pressed pills are they're pills, but they're not the ones you get from the doctor because those are made by companies who have all the legal paperwork to do so. Illicitly pressed pills are pills that are made by people who do not have the legal paperwork. Hence, they are illicit. There's two ways to make pills. There's the capsules, where you put the active ingredient um, in the capsule and you close it up, and boom, you have your pill. Um, or you can use a pill press machine, which presses the powder. You put a filler ingredient, which is made up like a sugar and whatnot, and then the active ingredient, and you put it in a pill press, and it presses it into a pill. Um, there are two markets. One is the recreational market. It started with MDMA in the 80s, but then after the opioid epidemic, when people were abusing opioids, dealers who were selling like heroin and fentanyl wanted to sell their stuff. So they pressed their drugs into the actually make similar drugs, but they are trying to fake kind of like if you've ever run into fake designer clothes or whatever, trying to make their fake version of the real drug, basically violating the patent or whatever legal stuff that they're supposed to go through. Um, this happens in countries where it's not very developed and there's a need for medication, but there isn't enough supply. This is a newly growing phenomenon. As you can see with all my statistics here, that is readily increasing, and it's a very new thing. The legislation is only now starting to catch up with it. Some states have made all pill press machines, the machine that I told you about that presses it into a machine into a pill, that you have to register it first before sending it into the state. And that could be kind of be a double-edged sword because, well, there's some people who make the drugs legally with all the legal paperwork, and you're just harming them as well, especially the smaller people. But it's also um, there's also public safety at risk, and also with newly invented drugs, like fentanyl, for example, that has recently gotten popular, but are much stronger than the natural drugs like heroin that's made from a plant. Fentanyl is completely synthetic. They're a lot stronger, and it's a lot more convenient to put them in a pill. Also, you can kind of dealers can dupe people or lie to people with pressed pills as opposed to capsules, because a lot of capsules are clear. You can see the ingredient. With pressed pills, you cannot see the ingredients. And also with counterfeiting, there is no company that has a clear pill, because then they wouldn't be able to differentiate it from anything else. And also the capsule colors are illegal to have. So that's why pill press machines, which press these tablets, as you can see right here, um, are becoming kind of the commodity to do this sort of crime. And that's why the pill press machines are being regulated. And also like molds, like there used to be molds that were pretty much the same as these medication as like medications like Xanax, so you can make fake Xanax, but they got taken off the internet and made illegal, as they should. And in the 80s and the 2000s, the 80s, 90s, and 2000s was it popular. It was the first illicit drug to start to be pressed into a pill, and people would press them into all sorts of little shapes and things to basically differentiate their product. But they were meant to be sold to for people to get high, like that. Um, Again, they would have their own logos, whatnot. Um, so I was kind of the first, but after the opioid epidemic, where a lot of Americans were taking um, or pharmaceutical painkillers that either been diverted or they got prescribed to get high, um, dealers who were selling illegal drugs like heroin or whatever started pressing their heroin into the same shapes as the what's it called, as the painkillers, so they would look the same, and so they can sell them easier because more people did prescription drugs or abused prescription drugs than say heroin or fentanyl, which that's another. And then as fentanyl got more popular, majority of the illegally pressed painkillers were filled with fentanyl. So that's the recreational market. It's basically just to either kind of trick or uh, so occasionally gel caps will be used for the recreational market, but as you can see, these are clear, which if you are honest, if you're an honest drug dealer, that would make sense. It wouldn't matter. But if you're not an honest drug dealer and you're selling somebody not what they asked for, and they can just see through the pill and um, see what you're giving them. Either that, or even if you get a colored capsule, it will. A lot of users will open up the capsule to snort the substance or whatever, and then they'll see it. So the only other option you have is to press it into a pill machine, because you, in the tablet, you have no idea what's in there. Um, yeah, there could be in these Adderall pills that it could be heroin, it could be Adderall, it could be anything, it could be nothing. We wouldn't know because we can't, with the naked eye, we can't differentiate the filler from the such like that. So that's the recreational market, and you can see how capsules and tablets, they have the reasons for using them. But the second market is the counterfeit market. These people are trying to sell the drug as the real thing, and it might not always be recreational drug like painkillers or a stimulant. They'll do the same thing to, like, as you see here, Cialis, or if you can look there, moxicillin, ibuprofen. They will counterfeit those, but and sell the drug at as the real thing, but they don't have the licenses to do so, so they're counterfeiting. So it's kind of like a if you ever run into counterfeit clothes or whatever, fake designer, that sort of thing. That's what they're doing. And of course, a clear capsule, you wouldn't be able to sell it as the real thing because no company has a clear capsule as their what's it called, trademarked look for the pill. So the only other option is to get a pill press and then get the mold of the same pill, which they they used to be sold on the internet. The molds that of actually like trademark